Auditioning for theater school? Here's what's not to do. Okay, so when I'm in my third year of university right now, but when I started, I was applying to a lot of different schools, one of which I've applied to twice, which I would like to apply to again, was U of T/Sheridan's acting program. I also applied to Ryerson. But basically, when I was coming out of high school, I didn't have a lot of theater experience, aside from doing theater shows within the school. So, fortunately, I had this amazing drama teacher. But the problem is, outside of school, I didn't have a lot of acting experience, and basically my knowledge to what acting was limited to the 4 years I was in high school. Now, theater school's competitive. Like, really competitive. As in, like, a lot of people audition and only a few make it. So I was going up against students who were going in with, like, they got into, like, an insane high school, or, like, an arts high school, or went to private school. I was going up against people whose parents were in theater, and mine are not in theater. They do other stuff, but, like, they have, like, my mom loves movies, older movies and stuff like that, and she knows a lot about plays and musicals, but like they don't really. I'm like the first one to do theater in my immediate family. So basically I didn't have a lot of knowledge going into this, so I kind of figured, so for my very first audition, I was not as prepared as I could have been, but I didn't know that at the time. I thought I was prepared because I was practicing for 2 whole weeks, and I thought that I was ready. That's it. They're gonna let me in theater school. That's like, so basically the U of T/Sheridan drama program and the Ryerson one that I both applied to are both like theater specific programs, so like they're for acting for theater. So basically what you have to do for that is have one contemporary monologue, one like Shakespearean monologue, and then one song. Well, you don't even have to know the full song. It's just like 15 seconds, like a verse or something, just so that they can see if you can sing or not. It's not the make or break. But basically what I did for my very first audition was I prepared a monologue from the Joker's monologue, like the "Are you serious?" I actually have it posted on this YouTube channel. If you scroll down like a lot, it's like one of the first ones I did, and it actually got like a decent amount of views for what I'm used to anyway. But yeah, so it was a theater school, and I auditioned with a popular film, a movie, like the Joker. Like, not for nothing, the Joker is great. Like, it's an awesome, like, he's an amazing character. That's why I did him, because I was like so impressed with like the skill. It was like Heath Ledger's Joker, so I was like ecstatic. I loved that character. But this was for a theater program, so you're not really supposed to be doing film for it. Also, what I didn't know is that some of my friends were telling me is you're supposed to like play roles that you kind of look like. I don't know if this one's true or not, so you don't have to do this, but like apparently like playing like I don't know how old the Joker is, but like playing like a disheveled looking man isn't exactly what I look like. And on top of that, it wasn't film school, it was for theater. So I messed up big time. I also, what else did I do for that audition? It was really bad. I also, for the song choice, instead of doing like something that was theater specific, I did Titanium. Like, you know that song, like, you shout it out. Yeah, that pop song. I did that for a theater audition. The judge was like, it was funny because the judge was sitting there and he was like, "Oh, Titanium, I don't think I know that song." And then I started singing it, and he's like, "Oh, I know that one now." Huh, cool. I can honestly say no one has ever done that song or that monologue for an audition. Oh, yeah, and then like for another audition I did, for theater school, I did from Step Brothers, but you know that dinosaur one? It was a monologue from Step Brothers, like there's a whole, like, finding your dinosaur, I forget it now, but it was like he basically like Oh my god, I worked so hard on that one too. It was like, yeah, it was like from another film, but it was from Step Brothers, and it was basically like the one where he was like talking, don't lose your dinosaur, that monologue. I did that for an audition too, for theater school. They want like theater stuff, like like they like, okay, that's the one thing don't do. Like if you're auditioning for a theater school, don't do a monologue from a film. Just play it, especially if it's a comedy. Like if it's something from La La Land, I guess you can get away with it, like the film, or like Chicago, the film, fine. But like, I messed up big time, and I thought I was doing so well. And then the next year I did a little better because I actually did stuff from monologue. So like I did from a chorus line. I think that, yeah, I did a chorus line that year. Sheila's monologue, and then I also did the Scottish play, the cursed play, the one that can't be named, her monologue, and that one was good, aside from the fact that I was like getting on the floor and like crawling. The judges panel jumped up, and I was like, oh my god, what is she doing? Yeah, that just goes to show that it's important to be prepared when you're doing a monologue. I was also forgetting the words. It was really bad. At the time, I thought I was doing really well. But yeah, no, that was just a little, like, I figured that would be good to share, because if you're preparing for a theater school audition, or if you just got back from an audition and honestly it didn't go the best, because that happens to everyone, literally everyone, I also had, like, then just watch this video and you'll feel better instantly. Like, just remember, I went to a theater school that focuses on Shakespeare and auditioned with a Step Brothers monologue one year and the Joker monologue the next. Yeah, that actually happened to me. I also recently did, like, I don't learn. Like, I recently did an audition too where the guy was kind of like, okay, it was weird. This audition was weird. It was for premiere. I actually don't know much about it, even though I went to the thing, so I didn't know like 100% about it, but I saw one of my friends liked it on Facebook, so I figured might as well try auditioning. So anyway, that audition was fun too, because basically what they were advertising was that like you would audition with to get into a workshop that would happen in Florida at Disney World. It's Disney World, right? Not Disneyland in Florida? Well, you know, the one that's in Florida. So basically, you would audition for that, then you do like a week boot, I think it's a week or 2 week boot camp, and then at the end of that, you audition in front of a panel of agents and people who are scouting, so that the goal is that you hopefully get a job at the end of it. But Premiere focuses on kids. So I'm 20, but I made the cutoff. I think they still accept up to like 21 or 25, but everyone else in the building was 5 to 12. And it was like, I was the oldest person there and I still didn't get in. Like, I got a call. I got a call back though, and apparently it's hard to get a call back, so like that was impressive. So I got a call back, but on the call back, basically what it is, you didn't have to even memorize lines. They just gave you lines the day of that you read off of. So basically that's what I did. I read off these lines, and then I saw that the night before, the guy that was doing auditioning us was like getting up in our faces and like doing fun things, and like he jumped on someone's lap, like an adult's lap. Okay, but anyway, it was like crazy. So I figured maybe I should be crazy too. So he was wearing glasses, so part of the skit was like talking about a fake mustache, so I changed it to glasses, and then I was gonna take the glasses off him. So I tried to like reach up to his face, and he's like, no, stay away. And I'm like, oh god, I blew that one. But yeah, no, that's my audition horror stories. I go to the University of Waterloo for theater, so I did learn, and I am learning, and I feel like I've gotten better at auditions. I'm probably not 100% still. I don't think anyone ever is, because auditions are intimidating. But yeah, basically, comment below if you're an actor what your horror story auditions were. And also, if you're watching this because you didn't get a part for something, honestly, don't worry about it. It happens. It just goes to show that like sometimes you don't know it, but you're not doing the best that you could. But it's because you lacked that knowledge that you will gain eventually if you keep like being, if you keep like using constructive criticism on yourself and what you do. So yeah, basically, give this a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button. I'm gonna post daily content this week. I'm doing some vlogs, I'm doing some monologues, and yeah.